Snow in
2025.
Now, the news with Gary Libitor and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday morning. I'm Gary Libitor.
I'm meteorologist James DeFazio, and for Eric.
And James, boy, it felt like December coming up the hill this morning. That snow was coming down pretty good up here.
It really was, and it's a good indication of that elevation makes the difference, because it wasn't quite like that at the bottom of the hill.
Right.
And when we got to the top of the hill today, yes, snow-covered roadways, snow blowing around. It's a whole different world up here, and we're going to be seeing that across central New York. Some areas are going to be seeing really snowy, wintry conditions. Other areas are going to be seeing more of a wet rain, even some wet snow mixed with that cold rain. We have an area of low pressure off to the west, slowly going to get out of our area, but it's going to take quite some time. These snow and rain showers are going to be around through the morning hours before some drizzle sets in for later tonight. Wanted to show the snow map one more time because it is not done snowing. We're still anticipating a total of 1 to 3 inches to accumulate across the higher terrain. Down here along the I-90 corridor and points southward, just a coating up to an inch. And of course, on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, you can see plenty of snow off to the northwest of Utica. Expect back to the southwest to fill in a little bit over the next couple of hours. I don't think we're done with showers just yet in the city of Utica. It's damp, but it's not snowy in downtown Utica. It's 35 degrees and cloudy in Rome. Still a tad breezy. Those 10-mile-per-hour winds are continuing. Temperatures across the area, as you can see, some are above freezing, some are slightly below freezing. So some areas seeing snow, some areas seeing just plain rain. So use caution out there because there are some slick areas, especially across hilltops and higher terrain today. Rain and snow showers continue on and off. Highs are going to be in the mid-40s today, so a little bit warmer. Coming up, we'll break down what to expect for this upcoming weekend, and that we do have an end in sight from this snow. Gary?
James, thanks. An investigation is under.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. We're taking a look at conditions this morning as you head out the door on our Munson Commute Cast. And conditions this morning are a tad wintry, at least for April, for sure. We're seeing snow showers across much of the higher terrain across central New York. Snow showers currently falling across Herkimer County, northern Oneida County. Rain showers back to the west, closer to the Syracuse area. These showers are going to fill up in terms of intensity as they move towards central New York. And we may see some additional rain and snow showers as the morning progresses. Fortunately, due to the temperature, main roads, no issues across the area. Main roads are doing just fine. Even in the higher terrain, they're doing all right. Downtown Utica, all roads doing okay. It's very warm down in downtown Utica, 35 degrees, as opposed to where it's in the lower 30s across the North Country. Your traffic flow, not really showing too many issues, but they are showing up where you would expect them to be. Some of the higher terrain north of Utica, north towards Route 12, Route 28, as well as some of the higher terrain towards Route 20, the Southern Hills. Your drive times this morning, relatively normal and relatively on time. The only one showing a little bit of extra time needed if you're heading up due north or if you're heading due south, basically if you're heading into the higher terrain. I want to show the snow map one more time. This is going to come to an end later this morning, but we may pick up another ½ inch to an inch, 1 to 3 inches of the higher terrain. Most of the snowfall across the southern tier has come to an end. We are only experiencing mild travel issues. This morning, some yellow for some snow and slick spots that are out across the higher terrain. This evening, just cloudy for your evening commute, and should not experience too many issues for your ride home. Things will be improving. Coming up, we'll have more information on what to expect for this weekend. Gary?
James, thanks. It's a leading cause of death for.
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking some wet weather this morning and even some snowy weather across some of the higher terrain. But fortunately, while we have to deal with showers today, there are some signs of nicer weather in the forecast for the second half of the weekend. Let's get right into that forecast. You can see downtown Utica, those dots on the camera indicating that it is quite wet in downtown Utica, but that's a good thing compared to the northern elevations that are seeing some freezing precipitation. Downtown Utica is at 35, 36 degrees with just plain rain falling. So no slick spots within the city of Utica at this time. Rain and snow showers continue this morning. Snow primarily across the higher elevations, rain primarily elsewhere. Mostly cloudy weather settles in for this afternoon. There will still be some scattered rain showers, but it'll be more dry than wet. Then warmer, drier air settles in by Sunday, and that is the silver lining. And since I tipped you off to that, let's talk about the weekend forecast. A couple of showers possible during the day on Saturday. It's not going to be a washout of a day. It's not going to be a dry day either. Definitely going to be a little bit overcast, but warmer. Highs in the mid to upper 40s. Sunday, mostly cloudy weather, some peaks of sun in the afternoon, and all the way up into the mid 50s, which is going to feel really nice after these last couple of days. Your Ortho Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar off to the north and to the west, north and to the east. You can see some snow showers that have already moved through the region. They'll continue to exit on to the north and to the east. Back to the west, we have a couple of showers working in south of Syracuse. These are going to continue to track towards central New York. I expect this to the radar to fill up a little bit over the next couple hours as well. I think we're going to see some showers on and off through the morning hours. We have an area of low pressure off to the west that continues to spin in moisture into central New York, and it's going to continue for the majority of the day today. And then eventually we'll have another area of low pressure approach down across the Atlantic, which is going to bring that moisture for tomorrow. Temperatures across the region, very sporadic. We're at 35, 34 locally. It's 32 up in the North Country. It's even 32 across the Adirondack Park, where much different weather conditions are occurring. We're seeing snowfall in the higher elevations, where we're seeing plain rain down in central New York. That low transfers to offshore, and we start to see that rainfall move in for the weekend. Today, those scattered showers continue. We're going to see scattered rain showers throughout the afternoon. They really return in right around evening hours, 4 to 5 p.m. in full. Mostly cloudy skies continue into Saturday morning. As we head into Saturday morning, that rainfall returns, and we're dealing with showers on and off through Saturday. Highs today in the mid-40s, a mix of rain and snow. Snow this morning becoming fully rain by the middle of the day. Your 7-day forecast, a couple days of wet weather Friday and Saturday, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Sunday and Monday looking very, very nice. Mid-50s on Sunday, and we fully dry out. Even drier on Monday with more breaks of sun, highs all the way into the low 60s. So there is some things to hang our hat on in the forecast at least.
Things are only going to get better.
Yes.
James, thanks. Well, a week after joining us for this half hour, I'm Gary Libertor. Meteorologist James DeFazio is in for Eric this morning. And James, our December-like weather continues here in April.
It does. Fortunately, today, this morning, is going to be the end of it for at least for now. We do see some improvements in the short term. Taking a look at the current radar, you can see we're still dealing with plenty of snow showers, primarily across the higher terrain. Fulton, Montgomery, northern Herkimer, northern Oneida, Lewis counties, still seeing snow showers. And as these showers off to the west work their way into central New York, the higher terrain will continue to see some snow showers. Elsewhere across the lower elevations in the southern hills, we're expecting more of just a cold rain. Still want to show the snowfall forecast from last night because it does include what's about to fall over the next couple of hours. 1 to 3 inches total across those higher elevations, just a coating to an inch across any hilltops south of the Mohawk Valley. So nothing major in terms of accumulation. But again, these showers are going to continue to fill in. It's a little bit dry to the southwest, and we're going to see these showers continue to increase in number as they approach us through the morning hours. 35 degrees and cloudy up in Rome. 8-mile-an-hour breeze, going to be a little breezy today. 10 to 15-mile-per-hour winds continue. We do warm up, though, today. We get all the way up into the mid-40s, about 46 degrees for a high in the mid to late afternoon hours today. And most of the mid-afternoon is going to be dry. It's not going to be a washout of a day. Temperatures across the area, some areas below freezing, which is where that snow is falling. Inlet coming in at 32. There's isolated pockets of colder air as well in northwest and northeast Oneida County as well as central Herkimer County. We're in the mid-30s across central Oneida County, a bit warmer to the south, the southern hills in the mid-30s. Today, those rain and snow showers are going to continue on and off. We're going to have a round in the morning as well as a round in the evening. Dry in the middle portion of the day, highs in the mid-40s. Coming up, we'll have a look at what to expect for your weekend coming up. Gary?
James, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. While President...
The Oneonta is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss.
Good morning. We're tracking wet weather this morning. Rain showers continue. It's very wet across downtown Utica. We're expecting that to continue. I don't expect too much snow to fall in the extreme lower elevations such as downtown Utica. Everywhere else, you're going to see at least a little bit of snow this morning. Rain and snow showers continue this morning. They begin to come to an end in the middle of the day today. Cloudy weather settles in, mostly cloudy this afternoon with a few scattered rain showers in the second half of the afternoon. Warmer and drier by this Sunday. Tracking for this weekend, much different weather. It's going to improve. Showers on Saturday, highs in the mid to upper 40s. On Sunday, it's going to be a big difference. We're going to warm all the way up into the mid 50s. Mostly cloudy skies, a couple breaks of sun in the afternoon hours, but all in all, a very, very pleasant weekend and compared to what we've been dealing with. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar right now. A couple of showers off to the north and to the east, but most of the rain is still back to the west. This is going to overspread central New York slowly over the next couple of hours. Most of us will be seeing a cold rain. Some of us across the higher train are going to pick up another ½ inch to an inch of snow this morning as this continues to fall. This is due to a low pressure area of low pressure that is stalled off to the west. It's continuing to spin in lots of moisture from the south. We're going to see rain showers for the first half of the day today before things greatly calm down. I'm going to toss things back over to you, Gary.
Rain, rain, go away. James, thanks. The Citron Stars.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. A very wet start to our Friday, and we're expecting showery weather to continue on and off throughout our Saturday, throughout our Friday into Saturday. We saw some snowfall across the higher terrain, and that didn't happen or materialize across the lower elevations. As you can see, downtown Utica right now at 35 degrees with nothing but plain rain. However, you drive up a hilltop and you might see things completely different. So if you're doing any traveling this morning, use caution at anywhere that's a slightly higher elevation where things could be vastly different. Rain and snow showers continue this morning. They become all rain later this afternoon. The primary weather this afternoon is just going to be cloudy weather. Cloudy afternoon, a couple scattered rain showers, though, through the mid to late afternoon hours. And then we have warmer, drier weather that sets in by Sunday. Speaking of your weekend forecast, some rain to start the weekend. It's not a washout of a day on Saturday, but showers in the morning, a couple of showers in the afternoon as well. Highs in the mid to upper 40s, approximately 47 degrees. Sunday, temperatures really rebound. We get all the way up into the mid-50s. We dry out entirely. We actually may even see some breaks of sun as we head into the late afternoon hours. It's a mostly cloudy morning, but a much improvement in terms of the temperature department. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Some snow showers off to the east of Utica. Back to the west, we still have some rain showers to move in. There's more widespread rain across western New York. This is all tracking to the north-northeast. It will overspread central New York, but we're not going to see any widespread heavy snow at this time. We may see a couple additional ½ to an inch across the higher elevations. Elsewhere, just a couple of rain showers. This area of low pressure has stalled off to the west, continues to bring moisture into central New York. As of this time, we still don't see any sustained warmth building in the short term. Our 8 to 14 temperature day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, still favoring slightly below average temperatures, but by the end of April, there are some signs that we may see a break. This morning, as we move forward through the morning, mainly cloudy skies today. I do expect a few more rain showers than were depicted on SkyCast through the morning hours. Showers return this evening, light showers through the evening, scattered showers with cloudy skies overnight into Saturday morning. So heading to Saturday morning, those showers move in from the south. Snow is appearing on there, but it's at temperatures above freezing. It's going to be a very wet snow. Wet snow and light rain continues through Saturday afternoon and evening before things finally dry out and calm down. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, we have a couple of wet days, Friday and Saturday morning especially, but things vastly improved as we head into the second half of Saturday. Mostly cloudy, but some breaks of sun Sunday late afternoon, highs all the way up into the mid-50s, even warmer Monday, more breaks of sun all the way into the low 60s. Wet weather Tuesday, cooler temperatures Wednesday, highs around 40. A little bit warmer Thursday, up to the upper 40s with partly sunny skies. We'll be right back.
2025.
Now, the news with Gary Libator and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libator.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric.
And it feels a little more like December 11th than April 11th, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely does, especially with the amount of snow that we've seen out there. Up here on Smith Hill, it's like a whole other world compared to the bottom of the hill. So we're still tracking widespread snow showers across the area. Most of the issues are occurring across the highest of the terrain north of the Mohawk Valley. We're seeing snow showers continue across northern Herkimer, northern Oneida, Hamilton, and Lewis counties, where the highest elevations, which contain the highest elevations. As these snow showers off to the southwest continue to move into central New York, we expect them to mix with snow at times as they encounter those higher elevations, which is why I do want to show the snow map. It does include this morning. Another ½ to an inch is absolutely possible across the higher terrain north of the Mohawk Valley. Elsewhere, just a coating to an inch possible. Once the sun rises, it's going to be very hard for snow to accumulate. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing some of that snow developing over northern Oneida County right now. A couple of stronger downpours out to the west, just east of the Syracuse area, moving into western Oneida County. We're going to continue to see these showers through the morning hours. It's dry in Rome, 35 and cloudy, a 7-mile-an-hour wind out of the east. That wind is going to be between about 10 and 15 miles per hour today. By the middle of the afternoon, we're expecting primarily cloudy conditions for the middle portions of the day, and we warm all the way up into the mid-40s. Chances for showers do return as we head into the evening hours, but it's not going to be as widespread as this morning. Temperatures, some of us are below freezing across northern Oneida County, so if you're doing any travel across the higher terrain, please use caution. There even are some isolated pockets of freezing, such as Oneonta showing up in the southern hills, reporting a 32-degree temperature, so use caution if traveling, especially across higher terrain. Highs today in the mid-40s, tracking those rain and snow showers. Coming up, we'll have more information on what you can expect for your weekend. Gary?
James, thanks. An investigation is under.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back and good morning. We're taking a look at conditions as you head out the door this morning on our Munson Commute Cast, and conditions aren't horrific and they're not fantastic either. We're seeing a mix of rain and snow showers across central New York. The higher elevations seeing snow, the lower elevations seeing a cold rain. Northwest Oneida County, Lewis County showing some snow showers right now. Even the hilltops in southern Oneida showing some snow. Elsewhere to the west, some steady rain showers. We're going to be seeing that mix of rain and snow through the morning hours. Main roads across the area doing just fine. It's warm enough across those main roads for no real issues. Downtown Utica still at 35 degrees, never got to the freezing mark, so still warm enough for no issues on main or side roads within the city of Utica. Our Munson traffic flow improving, not really seeing too many travel issues north or south of the valley, even across those higher elevations. The only areas where you may need to give yourself a few minutes of extra time is if you're heading into those higher elevations north or south of the thruway. I want to show the snow map one more time because we are experiencing another ½ inch to an inch of snow this morning. 1 to 3 inches total across the higher terrain. Elsewhere, we're really not expecting much, a coating at the absolute most. This morning, some snow and slick spots. This evening, primarily cloudy. Not going to be any issues for your evening commute. More coming up in full weather. Gary?
James, thanks. It's a leading cause of death for children in
Your day. Watch for the Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast and be ready for your drive to and from work. The Storm Tracker 2 Commute Cast is brought to you by the Pratt Munson College of Art and Design. Visit Pratt Munson today and ignite curiosity and creativity.
Dreamers to go. Order during store hours for pickup within an hour, 7 days a week.
The Oneonta is brought to you by Semicron Danfoss. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking rain and snow showers this morning. We've been seeing a mix of rain and snow overnight, and it's continued into our Friday morning, and it's going to continue through Friday morning. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Sun beginning to rise, but quite gloomy out there. You can see those reflections off of the car there. There's water on the camera. We've been seeing rain showers in downtown Utica. No snow because we're at 35 degrees in downtown Utica, and within the city, we're not expecting any wintry weather at this time. I don't expect it to get cold enough to see any snowfall. But rain and snow showers continue this morning. Snow across those higher elevations. Mostly cloudy this afternoon with scattered rain showers in the later afternoon and early evening hours. And then it's going to be warmer and drier by Sunday and even warmer and drier on Monday. Your weekend forecast, Saturday we're tracking some showers, primarily for the first half of the day. We are going to warm up into the mid to upper 40s by the afternoon hours, and the second half of the day definitely looks more dry than wet. We fully dry out on Sunday, and we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, possibly a break of sun, but more clouds than sun, but it warms up all the way into the mid 50s, and it sets the stage for a very, very nice day on Monday. Your full battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar beginning to fill in now back to the south and the west, which was expected. These rain showers are going to continue to work across central New York, and as they encounter some of the higher terrain, they are going to switch over to snow. So areas that are seeing snow right now are going to continue to see snow over the next hour or two before temperatures fully warm up and that sun fully gets above the horizon. So higher terrain, northern Oneida County, northern Herkimer County, the hilltops of southern Oneida County are going to continue to see that snow. Elsewhere, we're just going to continue to see that cold rain. Low pressure center off to the west, which is spinning in this moisture. It's going to continue to bring in that moisture tonight as well. On your Skycast for today, it's underdoing the showers this morning. However, it does do a good job depicting those scattered showers later this afternoon. 3:30 p.m. a scattered shower moves through. Primarily cloudy weather, though, through the afternoon hours. Climb up into the mid-40s. It's a relatively mild night. We're only dipping down into the mid-30s. Showers arrive tomorrow morning. They begin to approach from the south and from the west. Snow showing up, but at temperatures above freezing. We really expect most of this to fall as rain, and if not fall as rain, it will not accumulate. Excuse me. As we head into the day on Sunday, calm, dry weather sets in, and the weather begins to vastly improve. Your 7-day forecast, taking a look at the next few days. Very wet weather on Friday, even some snowy weather across the higher elevations. Wet weather continues into Saturday morning through midday Saturday. We fully dry out on Sunday with much improved temperatures into the mid-50s, even warmer on Monday with even some breaks of sunshine,
Yes.
highs in the low 60s. It's going to be a good day to get out and maybe start some yard work and get some stuff cleaned up after how nasty it's been.
So let's get through midday on Saturday, and then the next couple days look pretty good.
There's a light.
Yeah, James, thanks. A week after tariffs were announced on countries half hour, I'm Gary Libitor. Meteorologist James DeFazio is in for Eric this morning. And James, boy, How often do we have to talk about snow in April, right?
Not that often. I shouldn't say it's unheard of, but it shouldn't happen that frequently. Hopefully this is the last time we have to do this. Fortunately. Fortunately, we're not all seeing snow this morning. It's the higher terrain. It's where you would expect it to be this time of year. The highest of elevations north of the Mohawk Valley, still continuing to see snow showers. The rest of us, central New York, I-90 and points southward for the most part, just seeing plain rain. A couple of the hilltops of Madison, southern Madison, and southern Oneida County still seeing snow. But all in all, most of us are over to plain rain. Want to show the snow map one more time because this does include this morning's snowfall, which will come to an end by about 9 to 10 a.m. as the sun gets pretty far above the horizon. 1 to 3 inches is possible still for the hilltops north of the Mohawk Valley, just a trace to an inch elsewhere, very light accumulation. We're seeing these snow showers move into central and northern Oneida County. We have rain showers back to the west. These are going to continue to move throughout the morning hours. It's going to be a relatively wet morning. We dry out a little bit as we head into the afternoon today. It's 35 and cloudy up in Rome, 7-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east. It's going to be a bit breezy today. We're looking at 10 to 15-mile-per-hour winds yet again. That cloudy weather does settle in towards the second half of the morning and into the early afternoon hours. Showers do return about 4 to 6 p.m. They're going to be lighter than what we're dealing with this morning and no snow at warmer temperatures. Highs today all the way up into the mid-40s. Going to take a while to get there. Some areas still below freezing, so if you're doing any traveling this morning, be aware, higher elevations absolutely could still have some of those snow-covered roads. Oneonta has creeped up a couple of degrees, so it's really the North Country that we're keeping an eye on right now. Highs today in the mid-40s. Those rain and snow showers are going to be here on and off, both in the morning as well as the evening. The middle portion of the day cloudy. Coming up, we'll take a look at what you can expect for your weekend ahead. Gary?
James, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast, never more than 10 minutes away. While President Trump
most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking rain and snow showers moving across central New York, and we're going to experience showery weather at times during the day on Friday as well on Saturday before things improve as we head into the second half of the weekend. Take a look at downtown Utica. Very, very dreary picture across the Nexus cam this morning. Wet roadways, raindrops on the camera, very dark gray skies in the horizon. However, we could be seeing snow, and we're at 35 degrees at the lower elevations here. We're not seeing any wintry weather at this time, and it looks like we're going to miss out on the wintry weather at the lowest and warmest of locales across central New York. Those rain and snow showers continue this morning. Snow across the highest elevations. Mostly cloudy weather settles in this afternoon, but some scattered rain showers do return this evening, and then warmer, drier weather settles in by Sunday and continues into Monday. Your weekend forecast, showery weather on Saturday, not a washout of a day, but definitely enough for on and off scattered showers. Highs are going to be a little bit warmer though. We climb up into the mid to upper 40s, so not too chilly, no worries of snowfall in the forecast. On Sunday, we completely dry out. It's a dry day, mostly cloudy, a couple breaks of sun possible in the later afternoon hours. We warm all the way up into the mid-50s, which is going to feel really nice after these past couple of days. The Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, it's very active right now. We have snow showers across the higher elevations north of the Mohawk Valley, snow falling across Lewis County, northern Oneida County. We have rain across southern Oneida County, rain across Madison County, and there's still quite a bit of precipitation back off to the west. And this is going to continue to work towards central New York. We're going to see a couple rounds of showers as the morning progresses before things do calm down for the afternoon. This area of low pressure has stalled off to the west. It's going to continue to bring moisture in from the south. Skycast doing is a little bit ambitious on how quickly those showers moved out this morning, but expect those showers to continue through the morning hours. By midday though, cloudy skies and we're up into the mid-40s. So we head into the afternoon hours. A couple scattered showers develop. 3:30 p.m. a scattered shower moves through central New York. Cloudy weather settles in behind it. Cloudy weather primarily for Friday night into Saturday morning. As we approach Saturday morning, showers begin to approach yet again from the south and from the west, from the south and from the east. And some snow showing up here, but at temperatures above freezing. We're not expecting any accumulation. This would be a very wet snow, cold rain. Really expecting more of just showers. These showers are around through the majority of Saturday. By Saturday evening, they begin to wind down. By Saturday morning, we calm down and dry out entirely. Your 7-day forecast, we're tracking a couple of wet days before some vast improvements. Wet weather today, wet weather on Saturday. Drying out on Sunday, temperatures all the way up into the mid-50s. We stay dry on Monday with periods of sun. We actually climb into the low to mid-60s, which is going to be really, really nice after what we've had the past few days.
Yeah.
I think after Tuesday, I think 50 would feel really warm.
A lot of folks looking forward to Sunday and Monday for sure.
Me as well.
Yeah, James, thanks. The confirmation hearings for...
With Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric today.
And a lot of folks out there can't wait for the weekend to begin, but at least Saturday doesn't look too good, right?
Saturday looks wet. It's at least going to be a damp day. It's not a washout, but the second half of the weekend is definitely going to be by far the best half of the weekend. Let's take a look right into that forecast. We can see we had widespread snow showers this morning, and some of the higher terrain north of the Mohawk Valley did pick up a light accumulation, and even up here on Smith Hill, we had snow on the ground up until about a half an hour ago. Now that the sun angle's high enough into the sky, we are seeing some snow melting. We have an area of low pressure which has stalled out to the west, just south of Lake Ontario. This is going to continue to weaken and eventually transfer its energy to another low pressure center off of the coast. But we are still going to see some scattered showers locally on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple showers out to the west across the Syracuse area. These are going to slowly lift northward. They're going to split Oneida County as they do so. Utica going to see a little bit of light rain. The eastern Mohawk Valley very might see a couple of sprinkles, but otherwise will remain dry. It's 40 degrees and cloudy up in Rome, an east mountain hour wind at 9 miles per hour. The winds are going to continue to be breezy, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. We're going to have it's not going to die down entirely, 10 to 15 mile per hour breezes. Temperatures across the region have warmed up. Where we were below freezing in spots this morning, we are now into the mid-30s. Elsewhere, we're into the low 40s across the southern tier. And for highs today, we're going to warm up all the way into the mid-40s. We're going to peak right around 46 degrees. Isolated shower this afternoon, otherwise just going to be cloudy skies. Tonight, a scattered rain shower, but again, primarily just cloudy skies. And then showers do return for that Saturday morning. Lows tonight, relatively mild, around 38 degrees. Coming up, we're going to take a look at when that rain arrives this weekend and how nice the second half of the weekend is going to be. Gary?
James, thanks. A student at Waterville.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday afternoon. This morning we were dealing with scattered snow and rain showers, and some of us even saw a light accumulation of snow, and things have transitioned over to just primarily cloudy weather. Still a few showers out there, but most of us are going to stay dry through the afternoon. Take a look at downtown Utica. You can see how overcast it is. The roads have dried up. There's no current standing water out there in downtown Utica. Utica never saw any snow accumulation. They stayed too warm, but the hilltops both north and south of the city absolutely did. We're tracking a couple of things. Rain and snow showers continue through this morning into this evening, but they're going to become more scattered as we head into the second half of the day. Mostly cloudy weather continues for the most part entirely this afternoon, a couple scattered showers, and then it's going to be warmer and drier as we head into Sunday. Your weekend forecast, showers intermittently on Saturday, the heaviest of which are going to be across areas south of Utica. Highs are going to be in the mid-40s. Not quite a washout of a day, but definitely a wet, showery day. Sunday is definitely going to be the nicer of the 2 days. It's a dry day. We warm all the way up into the mid-50s. We may even see some breaks of sun as we head into the second half of the afternoon. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We have one last shower working through central New York. However, this is moving primarily south to northward. So most of us here in central New York are going to stay dry. Western Oneida County going to see a light shower as this passes northward, but the eastern portions of the viewing area going to stay dry. The area of low pressure has stalled off to the west and has continued to weaken, and it's going to transfer its energy. As it fully weakens, it transfers its energy off to the coast, where we have another area of low pressure working up the Atlantic seaboard. So it transfers its energy. We're going to see precipitation begin to move in from the other direction. We're going to have precipitation moving in from the southeast, and that swings in up through Otsego County, up into central New York, starts Friday night into Saturday morning. We're going to be seeing showers through the day on Saturday morning before calm, nice weather settles in for Sunday. The skycast for this afternoon, a couple scattered showers. Can't rule out that shower between 3 and 4 p.m., but primarily cloudy weather across central New York. Tonight, it stays rather mild. Lows tonight are only in the mid to upper 30s. As we head towards tomorrow morning, you can see those showers beginning to approach from the south and the east. They're showing up as snow, but temperatures are relatively mild, so we're expecting most of this to fall as rain. No accumulation expected. Showers continue through the day on Saturday. Things dry out Saturday night, and then by midday Sunday, we're over to very nice conditions, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-50s. Lows tonight, 38 degrees, scattered rain showers, but predominantly cloudy. Your 7-day forecast, a couple of wet days today and the first half of the weekend, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel. We get all the way up into the mid-50s on Sunday. It's a dry day, even warmer and sunnier on Monday, highs into the 60s. Looks wet for Tuesday. Can't rule out the snow again on Wednesday, but it would be short-lived. We warm right back up after that. So
Beautiful.
yeah, no sustained winter.
So maybe some golf Sunday and Monday.
Hopefully.
Yeah. James, thanks. Well, some very good news. Now, meteorologist James DeFazio joining us. And James, well, a lot of folks looking forward to the weekend. And
Yes.
you said Saturday might be okay later in the day, right?
Absolutely. It's going to be a tale of 2 days. Saturday is going to be quite a wet day. We're really going to say that Sunday's by far the better of the 2 days. It's going to be an entirely dry day, and it's actually going to crack the 50-degree mark, which 50 doesn't seem that warm, but with what we've had with
Yeah.
snow this morning, 50 is going to feel very warm. So let's take a look at that forecast in detail. Those showers are going to be around throughout Saturday. It's not going to be heavy or a washout by any means, but they're going to be around in the morning, in the afternoon, and during the evening hours at times. So showery weather through the day on Saturday, highs into the mid-40s. We dry out overnight. By Sunday morning, it's a dry day. Partly cloudy skies develop by the afternoon hours, and we rise into the mid-50s. So much nicer weather, and that continues into the start of the work week. Taking a look at the radar and satellite imagery, we have a couple of showers continuing to work from south to north, but the majority of our snow and rain that we saw this morning has moved off to the north and to the east. These showers may just clip the western portions of the viewing area, but most of us from Utica and points eastward are going to stay dry as these lift northwards, and we're just going to see cloudy conditions. 41 degrees and cloudy up in Rome, 8-mile-per-hour breeze. That breeze is going to stay about 10 to 15 miles per hour today, a light breeze. We're going to have isolated showers predominantly across the western portions of the county over the next couple of hours. Then cloudy weather settles in for the remainder of the day. Highs in the mid-40s tonight. That scattered rain shower primarily south of Utica. Lows in the upper 30s, approximately 38 degrees. Coming up, we'll take a look at when that rain comes in and which direction it's coming from, as well as how warm it's going to get Monday. Gary?
James, thanks. 2 men in a pickup truck were pulled over in Rome.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good afternoon and happy Friday to you. Our steady precipitation has come to an end. We were seeing quite a bit of snow and rain showers this morning, and now we're just dealing with some scattered showers, primarily cloudy conditions. Take a look at downtown Utica. You can see the overcast layer that I'm referring to. Quite a thick layer of clouds out on the horizon. It's quite gray out there. Things have dried up, though. It was quite wet this morning in downtown Utica. Didn't see any snow here. It stayed a little too warm here, but the hilltops both north and south of Utica did pick up a little bit of accumulation. Mostly cloudy this afternoon with some scattered rain showers, but They're going to be few and far between. Rain returns by Saturday morning, and it's going to come in from the southeast, the opposite direction that this precipitation moved in from. And warmer, drier air and weather settles in for both Sunday and for Monday. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, a couple of those isolated showers that I'm referring to, these are tracking from the south to the north. They're going to clip the western portion of Oneida County. Eastern portions of the viewing area from Utica and points eastward should stay dry. Otherwise, just a really quick shower as this passes through. This area of low pressure stalled out to the west. It's weakened. All of our steady precipitation has moved off to the north and the east. And the energy from this low pressure center is going to make a transfer later today. This low stalled, and we have another area of low pressure that's going to be working up the Atlantic seaboard, and it's going to absorb that energy, and when it does so, it's going to begin to throw precipitation in our direction from the southeast. It's going to be moving in from the Atlantic seaboard. So the southeast portions of the viewing area most likely to see the precipitation first. All of us see showers by the middle of the day on Saturday. It's a showery day on Saturday. Things begin to come to an end Saturday evening, primarily a dry night Saturday night ahead of a very pleasant day on Sunday. This afternoon on Skycast, those cloudy skies being depicted. That occasional, very scattered or isolated shower this afternoon, can't rule it out. 3:30 p.m. It is appearing there. It moves through rather quickly. Cloudy to begin the overnight. As we head towards the overnight, you can start to see from the southeast that rain-snow mix begin to approach. It's going to be falling at temperatures that are right around and above freezing, so we're not anticipating anything in terms of snowfall. We might see some snow, but don't anticipate any accumulation at this time. Really expect this to be a very wet system. This will eventually change over to rain, overspread central New York, and we're going to be seeing showers on and off through Saturday evening. As we head into Sunday morning, things calm down. Partly cloudy skies as we head into Sunday morning. By midday Sunday, partly cloudy skies and highs in the mid-50s, so much improved. Lows tonight, and they're going to be relatively mild in the upper 30s, some scattered rain showers, but predominantly cloudy weather. Your 7-day forecast, we're tracking that wet weather both on and off today and continuing into the day on Saturday. Much improved weather for your Sunday and Monday, all the way up into the low 60s on Monday. Some wet weather expected on Tuesday. Can't rule out the chance for a couple of snowflakes on Wednesday with highs in the upper 30s. Temperatures do rebound Thursday back into the upper 40s. Gary, back over to you.
James, thanks. Assemblywoman Marianne Buck.
Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. A little bit of rain on the way. Is that what the radar is saying?
We're going to be getting some tonight. Okay. This is going to turn over to snow in the higher elevations. We'll be dealing with that again tonight, but I think that'll be pretty limited to mainly the higher elevations. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures are in the 40s today. We made it into the mid-40s, but we are still talking about snow accumulation. This is for tonight and early tomorrow. For most of us, very little accumulation, but if you're heading into Otsego County, especially some of those higher hilltops, 1 to 3 inches of snow accumulation is expected overnight into Saturday. Current temperature at Griffiths and Rome, 45 degrees, a little bit warmer today. We did get a couple of breaks of sunshine, but they were very limited. Rain and snow tonight, Saturday. A couple of nice days for Sunday and Monday before colder weather returns. The big question is there any chance of a pattern change? We've been below average here for the past couple of weeks. Is there any chance that this is going to change? We're going to explore that coming up. Scattered showers develop this evening, temperatures in the 40s. We're taking a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. At least 2 people are believed to be dead after a small...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Tracking our next weather maker that arrives tonight into Saturday. This is going to bring a cold rain for many of us. Don't be surprised if it does switch over to snow, especially along higher terrain south and east of Utica. Let's take a live look outside. This is downtown Utica, 45 degrees. A cloudy day, but it's been relatively quiet for the most part. A couple of breaks of sunshine, very brief breaks here in the Mohawk Valley. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few sprinkles are showing up to the north and west of Utica. Rain will be developing tonight. That will be approaching from the south and east. We're tracking a cold rain for early Saturday. Some snow mixing in primarily along higher terrain, temperature of 44 degrees. Sunday looks a lot nicer. If you're looking to get outside, Sunday is the better of the 2 weekend days. High temperatures in the mid-50s, a lot warmer, a lot more spring-like, which is something we haven't been getting much of lately. Looking ahead, a couple of cold days early next week, but there are some cracks in the armor of what seems like never-ending winter or just a delay of spring here in the Northeast. Looks like warmer weather to the west will eventually start working eastward, but we're looking at things beyond a week out. It's probably going to be towards the end of April before this pattern changes, but we're getting some consistency in some of the long-range computer guidance that this might actually be something that happens. So we'll continue to watch this and keep you posted, but at least there's something to watch. There's some sort of change on the horizon. West Berlin, 46 degrees. Little Falls, 47. Long Lake, 40 degrees. Cooperstown, 46. Oneonta, 48. As we get ready for spring, time to put away the snowblower. We do get some accumulating snow this time of the year, but usually melts pretty quickly. Same thing with the plow, but you're going to want to keep the snow brush around, again, for days like tomorrow, especially in the higher elevations with a light coating of snow. We're tracking an area of low pressure that's going to work up the coast as we head into tonight, tomorrow. Produces about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall in Otsego County, especially the higher terrain. Trace to an inch of snow possible along the higher terrain north of the Mohawk Valley. Tonight, rain develops from the south. Overnight lows drop down into the mid-30s. Tomorrow, just a cold day with rain. Again, notice some higher elevation snow south of the Mohawk Valley. Showers will be coming to an end as we head into Saturday evening. A cloudy start to Sunday, but we should see some sunshine as we head into Sunday afternoon, approaching from the west. It's going to help bring temperatures into the mid-50s. Rain and snow tonight, low temperature of 35. Rain and snow showers tomorrow, a high of 44. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunshine Sunday after a cloudy start, a high of 54. Monday looks nice, 63. Cold front arrives on Tuesday, 51. Snow showers return Wednesday, 40, but then we start to warm up. We'll be in the 50s again as we look ahead to Friday.
Well, that's not too bad. I mean, it's spring. This is what happens.
A couple of cold days ahead, but we'll get through it.
All righty. Sounds good, Bill. Well, from spring break to meteorologist Bill Curtis.
So we're taking a look at this beautiful sunrise. Actually, this was the sunset. This is by Mary Alice Muncy along the Erie Canal. This is a little bit further west out towards Baldwinsville, but take a look at this. Call this a tie-dye sunset. Beautiful shot there. We are tracking unsettled weather, so we're not going to see a nice sunset this evening with the cloud cover, but hopefully a couple of opportunities ahead. Temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. We climb into the 50s Sunday, low 60s Monday, so a couple of very warm spring-like days, or warmer, I should say, spring-like days before the weather starts to turn again as we head into the middle of next week. For the evening time, the weather stays generally quiet. A couple of sprinkles to the north and west. Rain will be developing later tonight. So if you are looking to get out, take the dog for a walk this evening, the weather should be okay. Temperatures will be in the 40s. Tonight's dog is Ducky from Utica. This is brought to you by Nissan. We're taking a look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New Hartford Police came out to connect with members.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking some unsettled weather to start the weekend. Let's take a live look in Cooperstown. Cloudy skies, temperatures a little bit warmer than the past couple of days. We made it into the mid-40s in many spots. We are tracking a few light showers, generally to the west of Utica this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And again, this activity is very light. Steadier rain is expected to approach from the southeast as our next area of low pressure arrives. Looking to get some yard work done this weekend to get an early start on spring. Saturday's not a great day to be outdoors, but Sunday and Monday will be a lot nicer. We're expecting some sunshine and warmer temperatures. On Saturday, we've got rain and cooler conditions in the forecast. Something to look forward to over the next couple of weeks, the hummingbird migration. Right now, the hummingbirds are migrating north. Some of the latest spotters to the south of us are saying that the hummingbirds have arrived in areas like Virginia, Kentucky, southern Missouri. It will take a few more weeks for the hummingbirds to make it into our area. It's usually the first part of May, the first 1 to 2 weeks of May before we start seeing sightings of this. But again, they're on their way. It's going to take a little while, even though it's chilly. It's not going to deter them in the long run because we are going to warm up eventually. Bob and Clinton, 47 degrees. Barneveld, 42. Norway, 44. Old Forge, Bill with 39. Worcester, 50 degrees. Skenevis with 51. Low pressure is approaching from the south. This is going to bring us widespread rain. Some of the higher elevations are expected to see snow, and there could be some accumulations, especially in eastern Otsego County. I'm calling for 1 to 3 inches of snow here. Some of the elevations over 2,000 feet. But for the most part, in the Mohawk Valley and elsewhere, we're looking at mostly cold rain. Can't rule out a few snowflakes mixing in from time to time, but temperatures are expected to stay above freezing, so any accumulation will be very limited. Rain develops tonight. Overnight lows drop into the mid-30s. Rain and snow showers on Saturday, especially in the morning time to early afternoon. Highs climb into the low 40s. Showers come to an end as we head into Saturday night. Clouds linger into early Sunday, but I'm expecting some sunshine to break out heading into Sunday afternoon. Temperatures should warm up as well, with highs in the low to mid-50s. Mix of rain and snow developing tonight, low of 35. Rain and snow showers tomorrow, a high of 44. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday and Monday look pleasant. 54 on Sunday, 63 Monday. Dry days. Rain returns Tuesday, 51. Snow showers in the forecast. A chilly 40 on Wednesday. Sunshine on Thursday, 49. Another round of rain on Friday with highs in the mid-50s. We'll be right back.
Look at the forecast tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
So we're tracking some rain that's going to be returning as we head into tonight and tomorrow. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few sprinkles showing up to the west. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet. Tonight, rain does turn over to snow in the higher elevations. In fact, we could be talking about 1 to 3 inches of snow overnight. And the highest spots in Otsego County, elevations over 1,500 feet, could be seeing some snow accumulation. In the lower elevations, including the Mohawk Valley, this is expected to fall mostly as cold rain. 45 degrees is the current temperature out of Griffiths and Rome. A light east breeze today. Mix of rain and snow tonight as well as Saturday. Looking ahead, Sunday and Monday look nice. Another cool down as we head into the middle of next week. Is there any sign of a pattern change? Are we going to actually break out of this chilly pattern and get into some spring weather? We're going to take a look at the extended forecast. Scattered showers this evening, temperatures in the 40s. I've got to look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The United County Supreme Court room was
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. We're tracking some unsettled weather to start the weekend. Let's take a live look in downtown Utica. It's a cloudy day today. I think we'll stay dry for the majority of the evening. A temperature of 45 degrees. A little bit warmer than the past couple of days. We are tracking a few sprinkles to the west, but these are heading north and west. So we're expecting dry weather this evening. The next round of rain will be approaching from the southeast, and that will be arriving for Saturday. It's a mix of rain and snow. More of this is rain compared to snow. The snow chances are along higher terrain, especially south and east of Utica. Temperature 44. Sunday looks to be by far the nicer day to be outdoors. Clouds give way to sunshine, a lot warmer, high temperatures in the mid-50s. Looking ahead, we're stuck in this rut. April's been cold, cloudy, unsettled, and the next week or so doesn't bode well for spring lovers. I mean, we have a couple of warm days here and there, but we look down the line and there are some signs in the extended outlook, some consistency in the 1 to 2 week outlook where the weather might start to change as warmer weather builds in from the west. So I think the tail end of April could turn out very differently compared to the last couple of weeks. Skywatchers, Whitesboro 44 degrees, Barneveld 42, Clinton 47. Chilly in the Adirondacks, Inlet 38, Old Forge 39, 50 degrees in Worcester. We've got an area of low pressure that approaches from the south. This will bring widespread rain, and this is cold enough to produce snow in the higher elevations. We're thinking 1 to 3 inches of accumulation in Otsego County tonight and tomorrow. Across the Mohawk and Valley and North Country, a general trace to an inch of accumulation is expected. Limited travel issues for most places, but again, watch out if you are traveling to or from a hilltop location south and east of Utica. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Things will change. Widespread rain and snow will be arriving late tonight, and this will linger into Saturday. On and off rain and snow showers throughout most of the day. High temperatures in the mid-40s. This comes to an end Saturday evening. Clouds will stick around Saturday night. Sunday starts out cloudy, but we should see some sunshine later in the day and a warmer afternoon with highs in the mid-50s. Rain and snow develops tonight. Low of 35 tomorrow. Rain and snow showers, a high of 44. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday, partly sunny, 54 degrees. Monday, we're up to 63. The next cold front arrives on Tuesday, bringing rain, a high of 51. Snow showers Wednesday, chilly, 40. 49 Thursday. Temperatures in the mid-50s with rain showers on Friday.
We need some running weather soon. I mean, go the distance is coming. We'll work on that.
Sunday, Monday, pretty good for that.
Get out and start walking.
There you
before
go.
you run. All right, thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Speaking of running, time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, getting us set for the weekend.
Yeah, so the weekend looks kind of a rough start weather-wise. Saturday, cloudy, rain and a few snow showers, 44, but Sunday looks a lot nicer.
Cool.
If you have any flexibility in the weather, in moving your plans around this weekend, and you want to make the most of an outdoor day, Sunday is definitely the better of the 2 days. We are tracking some sprinkles out there. We expect rain to move in as we head into the course of tonight. It is relatively quiet out there in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperature-wise, we're 44 degrees, cloudy at Griffiths and Rome. Again, a chilly day tomorrow, but the weather warms up. We'll be into the low 60s on Monday. That looks to be the warmest of the next 7 days. Rain and snow develops late tonight. Temperatures drop into the upper 30s. We are tracking a cold rain for Saturday, followed by some nicer weather Sunday. We've got to look at the forecast coming up. Chase, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, it was all out.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at downtown Utica. Pretty quiet night so far. Temperature 44 degrees. The rain has not made it here yet, but it's on the way. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We widen the view out. We look to the south. This is our next weather maker moving in from the south. The leading edge of this is producing some snow in the higher elevations. So even though it's in the 40s, this is going to cool off the atmosphere. And we're expecting this to bring some snow to areas south and east of Utica as we head into tonight and tomorrow. With that being said, if you're looking to get any work done outdoors, tomorrow is not a great day for that with wet weather. But the weather does improve for Sunday and Monday. Those look to be outdoor friendly. Also, too, a reminder, the full moon is Saturday night, tomorrow night. The moon rise is 7:39. The moon set is 6:22. Unfortunately, it looks cloudy, but we should be able to see this. If not tomorrow night, Sunday night should be a good time to view that. The weather patterns have been stuck in this cold, cloudy, unsettled period, but it does look like down the road, within the next 1 to 2 weeks, we'll start to see some changes. So towards the end of April, we're thinking some of this warmer weather to the west will start to work in, and we'll start to get out of this really cold weather pattern. Hummingbirds are slowly on the march to the north. They're still a few weeks away from moving into central New York, but it's good to see the progress. The hummingbirds have made it into Virginia, Kentucky, as well as Tennessee. And again, the slow migration to the north continues despite the cold weather. Bigger picture shows low pressure moving in from the south. This will be our weather maker for tomorrow. This does produce some snow, 1 to 3 inches of accumulation possible across Otsego County, a trace to an inch of snow for the majority of the area, especially heading east of Utica. Rain arrives tonight. It turns over to snow by tomorrow morning. Temperatures will climb into only the low 40s tomorrow afternoon. Conditions will slowly dry out heading into Saturday night. A cloudy start to Sunday. We should see sunshine Sunday afternoon as this weather system pulls away, and it brings in some warmer temperatures in its wake with highs in the mid-50s. Rain and snow developing tonight, low of 35. Rain and snow showers tomorrow, 44 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast will warm up. Sunday's high 54. We're into the low 60s Monday. Tuesday, a cold front arrives bringing rain. It's chilly Wednesday, cold enough for snow showers, 40. Thursday, sunshine, 49. Rain returns on Friday with highs in the 50s. We'll be right back.
Now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, looking at the weekend ahead, and it's 50-50.
Yeah, and now we're starting to get into the time of the year where people want to get out and do some spring cleaning,
Yes.
get an early start on things. Sunday's the better day to do that.
Okay.
So you get 1 to 2 days here. Saturday, we're tracking rain and some chilly weather. Temperatures only in the 40s, but Sunday does look a little bit nicer. We're tracking rain that's moving in from the south. It's dry this evening so far, but it's not going to stay like this all of tonight. Rain will be moving in from the south as low pressure arrives here, and that's going to bring us rain and snow. Yes, even some snow along the higher elevation south of the Mohawk Valley into tomorrow morning. Cloudy skies, a temperature of 43 degrees at Griffis and Rome. We've got some warmer weather ahead. Monday looks to be the warmest day of the next 7, a high temperature of 63 before it starts to go backwards. Some chillier weather by the middle of the week. Rain and snow develops tonight, low temperature of 35. I've got to look at the forecast heading beyond the weekend, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, it was 1.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at downtown Utica. The rain has not arrived yet, but it will. Temperatures are in the low 40s this evening, so it's not all that cold out relatively speaking. So here's the scene tonight. It is quiet for now, but we look at the bigger picture on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You've got rain to our south. This is moving in. This is moving to the north, and this will be our weather as we head into late tonight and tomorrow. You can see the leading edge of this is showing snow, at least according to the radar, as it's running into colder air. Not a great day to be outdoors tomorrow, but if you're looking to do yard work, Sunday and Monday look to be good days and the best days of the next 7 with warmer temperatures ahead. While we won't see this in the night sky, at least tomorrow night, we do have the full moon, which takes place tomorrow. It's called a micromoon because it will not be as close to Earth as usual. It's kind of the opposite of a supermoon. Again, the moonrise tomorrow, 7:39, looks pretty cloudy, but if we do see it, better chances to seeing this Sunday night. So again, be on the lookout for that. Our weather will eventually warm up. I know it's been a very chilly April so far, but the long-range computer guidance suggests that things are going to change, that this jet stream pattern that's causing all this cold weather is going to eventually start to break down, probably towards the end of April as warmer air from the west eventually works in. With that being said, one thing we'll be putting on our radar is the hummingbird migration. They're moving north. We've gotten spotters in Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, spotting hummingbirds in the past week. Usually they show up in central New York in May, and it's usually around Mother's Day. Every year is a little bit different. We'll see how this plays out. What we do know is coming is this rain to the south. Low pressure moves in tonight, and again, it's expected to produce rain. Higher spots could see an inch or two of snow, especially at Seago County, perhaps 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight and tomorrow. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Rain moves in from the south tonight. It mixes in with snow in the higher terrain, and it lingers around for most of Saturday. On and off rain showers, cold. Temperatures will be in the 30s to low 40s. We do dry out as we head into tomorrow night. Clouds give way to sunshine on Sunday, and it's looking a lot warmer with highs in the 50s. Rain and snow developing tonight, low of 35. Rain and snow showers tomorrow, 44. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Warming up Sunday, Monday. Temperatures climb into the 50s and 60s. Tuesday,